It's time that the tale were told of how you took a child and you made him reel around the fountain, slap me on the patio, I'll take it now. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. Hey, it's Rob. I got a flashlight in my face here. Anyway, I'm going to teach you how to play Reel Around the Fountain by the Smiths. One of their first great early songs. It is on both Hatful of Hollow and the self-titled debut by the Smiths. And it's in two different keys. I believe on Hatful it's in B, and they bring it down to A for the self-titled version. We're going to do it in A. That's a key that fits my voice, such as it is. But it's where, I feel comfortable singing. And that is achieved by putting a capo on the guitar, which, if you haven't messed with capos, you've got to have a few of them sitting around. I certainly do. Here's a couple more. But capo allows you to put a song in the key where your voice is more comfortable, and you'll find that as you go along. I like singing in A, so we're in A today, which happens to be the actual key you're going to hear Reel Around the Fountain in on that debut Smiths LP, the purple one. So without further ado, let's get into it. When I say the name of a chord, like I will call this a G, it's not a G. It is actually an A, because I have my capo on the second fret, meaning everything I play is up to the next note, give or take. If I play a B, it's actually a C sharp, but you get the idea. If I play a C, it's a D. It goes up a whole step, and that's how it works in music. That's how it's going to work today with this capo. So we're going to start this song in what I call G. It's actually an A chord. Sounds as an A, but I'm going to call it a G so you know how to play it. I play my G chords. I always add the third finger, which would be the D note if we were open. So basically, I'm playing the regular G chord that you learn as a kid, but I'm also fingering what would be that D note there. And it's just, the same fret, but one string down from your high, which would be your G note. So that's your G chord there. And that's how the song starts. It's time that the tale were told. You go to D of how you took a child, and then we're going to E minor, and you E minor, and you go to C, and you go to G. So those are your chords for the verse. And the verse not only repeats the same line, it repeats the entire verse again in the song. I don't do that when I cover it. I skip that whole section. But second line is again G. Time that the tale were told of D. Took a child and you made him E minor, C, and you made him O, G. Now we do a walk down until the, I guess it's a pre-chorus, the 15 minutes part. Maybe it is the chorus, and the chorus is a tag on the end. I don't know. I'm not going to get into song structure right now. Anyway, you're going to walk down to the next part. And by walking down, you can do it a couple ways. If you were playing bar chords, you could just take your bar chord down a half step and then another half step. That may be what happens on the record. I'm going to do it by playing a different chord because that's already a chord that's in the song. So I'm going to play G. Then I'm going to make a D, but I'm also going to put my thumb, which they tell you never to do, but hey, sounds great. Put your thumb on the note below it. So if this was a G, I'm going to put my thumb on the F sharp, one note below. And that's walking down because you're going G, F sharp, F. You're going to F. So that's the chord I'm going to hit. And it is a D with an F sharp in the bass. It sounds basically the same as, you hit that chord so fast, you don't really have time to register it. And like I said, I'm already playing that D with an F sharp in the bass somewhere else coming up, so may as well just keep the chords the same. Now I'm going to an F major 7. To play an F major 7, there are different ways to do it. There's kind of the jazzy way to do it, which would be an A minor chord, but you finger the F note in the bass. It's not really that kind of major 7. To my ears, F major 7 is simply, I'm going to play the F bar chord, but I'm not going to bar it. I'm just going to play it so that I'm only picking the middle strings, starting with the 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd string, and when I get to the last string, I'm leaving it open, and that's where your major 7 comes in. Your major 7, 7th degree of the scale, which would be E, the one before you would get to 8 and repeat again at F. So instead of playing where we're hearing that F, you're going to have that kind of, discordant sound where the E is rubbing against the F. In this case, of course, it sounds very nice. It's a major 7. So again, forget about your low string. Pick all the normal notes of an F bar chord, but instead of barring it, instead of using your first finger to bar it, use your first finger to play what would be the C note or the 1st fret on the 2nd string, and leave the E on the 1st string open. And you get that note. And here is your chorus, your pre-chorus, whatever section you want to call this. It's your reeler on the fountain, E minor, slap me on the patio, A minor, back to your F major 7, your E minor, and then 2 Ds. So this really is the pre-chorus now that I've seen the song, because the 15 minutes part is your chorus. So reel around the fountain, E minor, A minor, slap me on the patio, I'll take it, F major 7. Whoa, E minor, and there we go with 2 Ds. Boy, when I was in college, I don't think I really ever thought about what these lyrics were saying. They're a little racy. Anyway, so we're getting to another questionable part. 15 minutes with you. Well, what can you do in 15 minutes? Anyway, 15 minutes with you is G. 15 minutes with D, E minor, G, D, C. So your pattern in there is G, D, E, G, D, C. Now on the record I hear, it's kind of hard to play, but the D, add your pinky on the G note, so it's a D sus. Kind of hard to switch back between those. You don't need to do it, but that's kind of what I hear on the record. And then people said that you were, here's your chord again, the D with the F sharp in the bass, virtually dead, and they were C, so wrong. And then 2 Ds here. And then repeats again. G, 15 minutes with you, D, E minor. Oh, I wouldn't say no D, sus, C. People said that you were D with the F sharp in the bass. And they were, now here's where you do a little bit of picking. If you want to, it will go alternate between C and A minor 7. Of course, to make an A minor 7, you just take your 3rd finger off. C, A minor 7. And the picking pattern is like this. Sorry. I injured my finger. I got bit by a dog, so I'm working through it. But your picking pattern is same with the A minor 7. And this repeats a bunch of times. You have just to feel it out. I could tell you how many times it goes through it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the 5th time, it goes back up to the D and back into the verse again. So picking is, I'm holding my C. I'm going to pick my low C. I'm I'm going to pick my high C. I'm going to pick, let's see. I go back to that C. And again, I'm having a tough time picking here with my finger messed up. But basically what's happening is... There we are. So low C, high C, low C. Then you're going to lift off the C and make it a B. And pick down those 3 strings, 2, 3, 4. And then I go back to the high C, the open E, this is all kind of loose, and pick it out and you'll hear how it sounds and what you like doing. But basically I'm going, and I'll try to get through it very quickly. Low C, high C, low C, lift off the C, pick down those 3 notes, back to low C, open E, low C. Play something that sounds like that. I'm not going to go for 20 minutes to explain how to pick that part, but that's basically what's happening. You're playing the C, you're lifting off your first finger and picking down with the B note. Then you're hitting the C, the high E, and then picking down again. I'm actually going back to the E. Sometimes I'm not going back to that low C. So once again, low C, high C, low C, lift off, high C, high E, pick down, and then I'm playing the E there. So some combination of those notes will work, or just kind of strum it out. Back to the A minor 7. Sounds fine strumming it too, so figure it out there. I'm not gonna go into a 20-minute dissertation about picking the individual notes of this. You know the song, you know how it goes, and I'm already way past 10 minutes, and I try to rush through these things and not be on here for too long. Anyway, the second verse is just a total repetition of the first verse, and then you repeat that same pre-chorus and chorus again. I skipped that whole thing. The song is long enough. So I get to the third verse, which is, I dreamt about you last night, G, and I D, fell out of bed twice. You can E minor, C like a butterfly. So same thing. Take me to the haven of your bed. Was a D that you never said. To E minor, you're the C, and so am I, G. Now I'm gonna do the walk down again. F major 7, E minor, A minor on the patio, back to F major 7, then we got an E minor, and we hit D twice, 15 G, D, E, G, D, C, G, D with the F sharp in the bass, and then you got, but I will C, D twice, 15 minutes with you. Well, I wouldn't say no. People see no worth in you. The crazy picking thing. Oh, I did I've been going on about this song 15 minutes with you. All right, I did it. Anyway, that's Reel Around the Fountain. Great song. Have fun figuring it out. Good little song to play. All right. Here's my cat. See you later. Bye.